Hey everybody, get on in here. I got some excitement. Now, for those of you who are on the coast of the Carolinas, batten down the hatches. That's not working. Let me try this. Oh well. Looks like I'm a little dark today. Don't know why. It just is what it is. Maybe if I focus right there. Yeah, that lightened it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Making sure you can hear me. We'll see about this. Anyway. Get on in here. I gotta show you something. Got to show you something. See this book right here? All I've had was a piece of paper for several months now. Today, I got the book. It's here. Look at this. It's really here. Now, it says not for sale. It's a galley. But I got it in my hot little hands. And I am so excited. It is just adorable. Let me open it up randomly to a couple of pages. It's got lots of little graphics in it. We are so excited. So, if anybody has any questions about the new book, let me know. Robert said, well, it's not as pink as your other books. I said, no, we went for a little subtler pink, but it's still pink, and we can find it in a hot spot. So I'm excited about it. So if you have any questions, let me know. The link I gave you in Patty and Liz, there's a link it's a FLDY link. Use that link to share with the book, not just on Amazon. Our publishers had rather us share that link where you can get it from anything. So it's in our little Slack. Yay, I'm excited. Had to get a picture of it today. Robert brought the package in. The poor UPS guy, he walked into a great big spider web, and he didn't like spider webs. Where can you get a signed copy? Well, I'll probably be doing some book signings around the country. The book does not come out until December the 18th, I believe it is. So, check out that link. If Liz will, there it is. Check out that link and you can see the different places you can buy it from, and you can choose where you want to purchase it. Right now, if you purchase it on Amazon, they're not going to charge you for it until they get ready to ship it, but you'll get it the day it comes out. And we are excited. So folks, it's happening. And the process of writing this book, what are the chapters called? Okay, let me read some of the chapters for you. We worked on an outline. Let me see if I can get... So, what you'll find in this book, don't get daunted, get dressed. Perfectionism is like quicksand. The art of happy home guesting, house guesting. Fly Lady's panic-free philosophy. I didn't know I had a philosophy. Make a plan for positive progress. Feel the stretch. Wonder what that is. Let's see. There's a lot of chapters. I wrote a ton of essays. Bathroom surface spruce. Bathroom super scrub. House break the bedroom. Oh, that ought to be good. Pillows 101. The Island of Misfit Teas. The Great Sock and Undie Purge. Extinguish your hot spots. Conquer the coat closet. Hook it up. On a mission in the kitchen. Where have you been all my life? Perfectly imperfect cooking. Plus pancakes. Germ warfare. Get ready for V-Day. Say bye to the books. 3, 2, 1, launch. A lighter load. Laundering lessons. To iron or not to iron. Liberate your linen closet. Medicine cabinet. Prognosis is good. Make your office work for you. Get out of mail jail. Let's see. A place of your own. Refresh your home. Refresh you. Plus cookies. Oh, just the middles. Quick attack for your floors. Walls need your love too. Writing on the wall. Chalk it up to organization. Hung up on hanging art. Oh, that's a good chapter. Garage sneak attack. Let's get a move on. You're never gonna know what that's about. It's not what you think. A hot mess on wheels. Yeah, you probably know what that is. That's your messy cars. Pest control. Which there's a pest flying around me right now. Critter love. Fired up about fireplaces. And the conclusion. There it is. The cure, the chaos cure. What makes this different from Sync Reflections? Well, this one is fun. Let me tell you, I had so much fun writing this. I called my editor last Friday and I said, let's do another book. And she said, what do you want to write on? And I told her, and she says, that's not a fun topic. She is a fun editor. And she made this fun with quirky little titles and pushing me in directions to think differently about some things. This book is totally different from Sync Reflections and Body Clutter, and it's fun. So I think you're going to love this book. I think this book is going to touch a lot of people, especially younger people, but it's written for everybody. It's a whole audience. But it's looking at things just a little, you may have heard things, but I've written them a little differently. Because, how much can you say about cleaning house? There's just only so many things you can clean. Well, I'm looking at it from a different standpoint. And you are going to have a lot of fun reading this book. And you don't have to read it all at once. But you're going to get hooked when you first sit down with it. It was fun to write. We made a game out of it. Kind of like the tile game that I have with all the glass jars. I would put the topics in a jar and I would pull one out. Wow. Keep writing. Yep. I'm okay. I keep writing all the time. I'm looking at your comments. Do the bookstores have them like Barnes & Noble? Yeah, if you'll follow that link that Liz posted a while ago, there's a link to Barnes & Noble there. Yes, the bookstores will have it. not just Amazon, but the bookstores will have it everywhere. It's going to be in every major bookseller, including Amazon. And I never really worked with an editor. Before. We've always self-published, so I've always kind of been on my own. But with working with this wonderful editor, her name's Laura, and she was just amazing. Oh, let's see. What did that say? Come to San Francisco. Well, see, the beauty of coming to San Francisco would be that's where my editor is. And I would love to come to San Francisco. I like San Francisco. I've been there several times. Robert's even been there with me. So, folks, check out the book. And it was good to get this book today because I kind of been in a tizzy with the storm coming. I told somebody last night, I'm ready for this storm to be over with and let's just clean up. And I've been trying to keep busy. I've been couch diving, trying to find things. I've been doing my floors, you name it. I have been trying to get it done because you never know when the power is going to go out. Our generator gets checked every 3 months, but something could go wrong with the generator. We are prepared. Your next book, like my what's that mean? Your next book, like my grandma always said. I don't know what that means. Like my grandmother. I never called her grandma, so that's why I did. Yeah, my granny. Granny always said, Granny knew. Granny did know. Yep, she had lots of good sayings. Pretty is as pretty does. That was one of her favorites. Never been to Miami, but that could be fun. Don't want to come in storm season. Yes, grannies know everything. I love them. I'm not a doting grandmother, but I'm here. I can be the grandmother to everybody. Chapter 1. I don't know what you mean by chapter 1. Now, I'm not supposed to read it, I don't think. They had a lot of stuff that I can't do and can do, but I read the chapter titles. Can you explain the tile game? Okay, let me explain the tile game. This is kind of cool, and you can get these colored tiles on Amazon. And we've shared the link before. They're out there, and we're trying to find them, but the only place we can find them is China. I had somebody complain. I'm gonna fuss a minute here. I had somebody complaining the other day that she was all upset that some of our products, especially the carpet sweeper. Let me put this down. Our little carpet sweeper came from China. And she was fussing about it. Well, why can't you find things in the U.S.? Well, let me tell you, I have an answer for that. And we went back and forth all night long in the email. In 1996, 97, whenever it was, that NAFTA came into place, I watched factories shut down all over this country. And you couldn't find a factory. My sister Patty, her family that she married into had a sewing mill. They made sweatshirts for Champion. Now get this. They went out of business. And she worked for Signal Thread, and she went around to all these little sewing factories all over the Southeast. Every one of them went out of business. So you can't find anybody to manufacture anything practically in this country. And when our business started, somebody wanted products. So we found a feather duster company that was in Vancouver, Canada. We found a rubber scrubber, which was in China. We found a calendar, which at that time we tried to get a company out of Canada to make us a plain calendar, and they would not do it. So it's a calendar. We can make our own calendar. So we made our own calendar, and it's printed right here in the good old USA. Our books have always been printed in the United States. We've self-published, and then publishers picked them up, but they're always been printed in the United States. But we haven't been able to find, and we have searched high and low for people to make some of the products that we've got. Now, we had one product that we did have made in this country, the office in a bag, but guess what? It was 10 times the price. And that's awful. That's awful. I could not feel good about selling you something that was so expensive. But as more and more companies start opening back up again, from steel mills to little sewing factories, we're going to start seeing people that we can buy from. And I feel good about this. I really feel good about where the country's going right now. And I feel good about just the simple working person who is out there trying to make ends meet. Now, the prices are going to go up on some things in Walmart and different places, Target, because they too get things from China. But guess what? Our factories are going to start hiring again. My grandmother worked in a sewing factory her whole life in Mayfield, Kentucky. Her whole life. She loved it. She taught me how to sew when I was 7 and 8 years old. It's how she that's how she provided for her family. And she was so proud of all the money she saved. She was so proud. I'm trying to think. Patty, can you think of the factory that Granny worked at in Mayfield? I think it was Andover's in Mayfield, Kentucky. I know right where it was. It was on Highway 45 as you go north of town toward Paducah. She worked in that little sewing mill all the time. And she loved it. And she never missed. She never missed work. So, folks, we're going to be seeing big changes in our country. People are going to get jobs that want to work. And it's not going to just be service jobs. It's not going to be, waiting tables and doing things to provide for people. It's going to be making a product that we can sell in this country and not have to go to China. So if you know any factories in your area that's going to be making things like rubber stuff like this or rubber scrubbers, you send us an email and we will talk to them. And we will talk to them about making products for us. We're not afraid to change manufacturers. We are not. But the fact that somebody won't buy from us because we have a few products from China, I don't care. We did what we had to do to stay in business so that I could help you. Because we have a team of people that have worked with us for a lot of years. And they would work for free, but I can't handle that. I can't handle that because people deserve to make a decent living. People deserve to make a decent living. And thank you for all of you who have purchased things from us and have helped us. And I want you all to stand up for what we believe in, and that's the little people. That's the little people in this world. That's why we've always kept Fly Lady free, because we have to be able to get our houses clean. And when we get our houses clean, then we can jump in and start helping others. And find out, go vote. Go vote and stand up for what you believe in. Know what you believe in first, and then go vote. I'm not telling you how to vote, but I like the way things are going right now. And I like what's happening. I really like what's happening in our country. And I don't think it would be happening because prior presidents tried to put us right out of business. And I'm standing up for what I believe in. Okay, folks, I'm on my soapbox. I posted this image this morning on Facebook. It is from a company called www.drugstoredivas.net. They did a really good job, except they forgot pets. So, put together this little list. You can go get it. I've posted a picture of it. I printed it out so I would have it. I got to take a drink of water. Anyway, we got a great sale going on our Fly Lady Complete cleaning package. It's going to be ending. It's a summer sale, so fall will be here before we know it. And next week, for 2 weeks, this is weird, we are going to have the same coupon code for 2 whole weeks. I told Michael we might have ought to go buy a lottery ticket because he set up this randomizer and it's kicked out the same coupon code. So come Sunday, you'll know what that is. Because I can't remember it right now. Nope, can't remember it. Anyway, let's have some fun. Now, I've been kind of upset over this storm, and it's starting to hit. I told Justin today, I said, Robert wanted to know if you were a jinx, and he said, what do you mean? And I said, he was going fishing out on the Outer Banks, and it's the first place the storm hit today. The first place. So ain't that funny? Okay, reminder tiles. Okay, good. Bring me back around. I can get sidetracked. So these tiles, I took the morning routine. I took my before bed routine, my afternoon routine, and weekly home blessing hour. So it's about 24 tiles in here. Maybe close to 30. Well, I put a bunch in here. But the colored ones don't have anything on them, but they look pretty. And you reach in and you pull one out and you do it. That's all you got to do. Reach in, pull one out, and do it. How cool is that? So, it's a game. You can make it a game. You can order the blank tiles. They're just like colored dominoes is what they are. And then you can order playing cards or little square cards that you can write on. Because you can get them in card size and little squares, either one. You can put things on a little piece of paper. They don't have to be fancy. On a piece of paper and fold them up and put them in a jar. Do the same thing. It's all about having fun. It's all about having fun. Popsicle sticks work. How cool is that? Write things on a popsicle. Tongue depressors work. You can buy a box of tongue depressors for little or nothing. It's just, you got to make it fun. If you'll spend 15 minutes coming up with this game with your morning routine, your afternoon routine, your before bed routine, then you're going to have fun doing it. And set your timer for 2 minutes and do each one. If you have 25 tiles, even with the weekly home blessing stuff, if you did just a few minutes every day, your house is never going to look dirty. Never, ever going to look dirty. And your routine's going to be done. And your clothes are going to be picked out. And you don't have to wait until your before bed routine to start picking them out. We had a great tip the other night when I went to speak to a group of young mothers over in Henderson County. And this one lady said she has a closet organizer, and this is for her children. And she puts 3 outfits in each day. So they get a choice of 3 outfits. Now, she liked to roll them up into little tubes, much like you would, let me see if I can do this. She would fold a shirt around the pants and stuff and just roll it up, and it would be a little tube, and she would lay it, 3 of them. There you have it. It's a great way to pack clothes too. What kind of generator do I have? I have a whole house generator. The reason we have a whole house generator is at one time, a few years ago, our servers used to be in the basement. And in order to keep the servers running and the website up and going, we needed to have a generator. And now when we outgrew the 2 T1 lines we had coming to our house, we had to take our servers to South Carolina to a place where they are in a co-location center and real close to where Michael lives. So we got some people to tell us what to do. Our local phone company helped us, and it was a wonder. They just advised us like they were family, and I still think of them all as family, and told us what to do. But in the process, we still had the generator, and it is the best money we have ever spent, because having a generator and a gas tank to go with it makes me stay calm. Even though I get into Little House on the Prairie mode when we have a storm coming. Robert's been out chainsawing and doing lots of things today, getting ready. I actually meal planned this week. Just put dinner in the... Wow, that's great. I have a plan of about 5 meals that I can cook. One of them is jambalaya. One of them is a hamburger helper. Trying to think, I have some stuff in the freezer to cook. So I have a plug-in that will run a crock pot. I have a plug-in that will run the coffee maker. So, and I also have a grate that will go in our fireplace and that I can cook on top of with my cast iron and my cast iron pots and pans. And that way I'm prepared to cook if I had to. I've got a gas grill outside. Do not bring a gas grill inside. You can get carbon monoxide poison. So you've got to just plan for what you're going to eat, and because we might not be able to get down the mountain. If we get a lot of rain, we flood. We don't flood here at the house, but my sister Dina is in Farmville, North Carolina. They are going to hold up at her flower shop, and they have access to the store next door that has an upstairs in case they start flooding there. They could get 20 to 30 inches of rain. And she was at her house bagging up old shoes to take to Goodwill. She was putting things up high. They moved their mattress and box springs upstairs so that if the house flooded, they would still have a bed and stuff. But it could be bad. It could really be bad, and we've just got to be prepared. I know Jay's going to take care of her, And I'm praying, and I know that your prayers have done something wonderful, because the storm intensity has decreased. It's still got a huge storm surge, though. Who is my olive oil contact? If you'll send an email to me, I'll send it to you. His name is out of he's out of Asheville. I'll send you a link to their website. In fact, you can probably look, do a search for olive oil on our website, and you can find a link to them. They're wonderful people. I love this olive oil. They asked me when we had dinner with them a few weeks ago, they were getting ready to go to Australia, and they said, when you get your olive oil in, what do? Do you open each one of them up and taste of them separately to see the difference? I said, I never thought about that. So you get 3 bottles every 3 months, and they're just wonderful. It's so fresh. So everybody continue to pray for this storm and the people in the path of it. I made a little logo, a little Facebook cover for our Facebook page and my homepage. I made a hurricane symbol, and let's just pray. Let's just pray. What one product would you say would be your absolute must-have? Absolute must-have it is the calendar. This thing will keep you in order. Second would be purple rags. These things will motivate you. Last night, I walked out on the porch to get the cat because the cat wouldn't come in and it was going to rain. And so I walked out on the porch, and I was barefoot. First time I've been barefoot at night. I usually take my shoes off just before I go to bed, but I was getting ready to go to bed. Walked out on it, and the front porch was yucky, slimy, yucky. I come back in the house. I wet a purple rag. I put it down on the floor, and I washed my feet with it. And then I rinsed it out and hung it up on the faucet. I love these things. Absolutely love these things. And we are getting in some pink ones. We're going to get some pink ones in so that we can have, and there'll be 12 to a package. Let me fold this so you can see what size they'll be. They're going to be washcloth size, a little bit smaller, but they'll be just the right size for taking your makeup off and for cleaning your glasses. I can't see a thing. And they're hot pink. I like pink. So everybody, yes, they're microfiber. They're the best microfiber in the whole wide world. And I don't know of anybody that makes these in the United States. Maybe somebody will start making microfiber cloths. But these are amazing. And they do a wonderful job. Purple rags are the bomb, I'm telling you. They can clean up any explosion in your house. Okay, my sister Dina just said something. She says she's at the shop. Oops. She got to the shop, so they're getting ready for the rain. If you're in a flooding area, get your life preservers out. If you don't have life preservers, then get a blow-up mattress. One lady bought this blow-up boat. That's not going to help much, but if you have life preservers, if you're going to stay at home in this storm, as I heard the mayor of Houston tell people, if you're going to stay through this storm, write your Social Security number on your arm. In Sharpie. In Sharpie. My phone is blowing up. Any more questions? I'm having a hot flash now. Whew. Any more questions? Liz will tag some questions for us. Let me look at the book again. I haven't had a chance to look at it very much. There's lots of little sticky notes in it too, like this. All in it. It's all through it. There's sticky notes. And there's on the flies. They're just cute pictures. Cute. The artist was amazing. Yep, there's an on the fly. If I can get this right. Can you use pledge with silver rags? I would not. Never, ever. Nope. It's waxy. Don't do that. If you're going to use pledge, use an old dish rag or a diaper or something. Don't use it on your silver rags. It's just, I use Windex. That's about it with my silver rags. And I've used my purple rags. Purple and silver rags do the same thing. And they're the same fabric, just a different color. Let's see, they will be back in the shop, but it'd probably be late October before they're back in the shop. The XL mop cloths. But we have the regular mop cloths right now and the regular mops. I have one of each. How do you wash the rags? Well, when you first get your purple rags in, I like to put them in a bucket with some hot water. Or if I have a stainless steel sink, so nothing's going to stain my sink. These purple rags have some dye in them. I like to start some dishwater with some Dawn dishwashing liquid, hot water, and I put them in there, and I wash dishes with them. And it kind of sets the dye. You can put some vinegar in a bucket with some hot water. You can put some salt in a bucket with some hot water, and you can set the dye. But sometimes if you're going to clean up hairspray, that dye is going to break loose again. So I like to wash them in the wash machine. I have a little hamper where I hang them on the side and let them dry. And then when I get, a dozen of them and some mop cloths and stuff, I just wash. You can wash them with the mop cloths because they're both microfiber. And then they do really well. And I hang them up and let them dry. How did you come about the name of Fly Lady? Well, that's a good question. I had to tell this past week. On Monday night, I had to tell it. I used to teach people how to fly fish. And that's how I got my nickname, Fly Lady. Somebody gave me the nickname, and it just stuck. And then a wonderful fly baby came up with the acronym, Finally Loving Yourself. How good is that? It doesn't get any better than that. Fly Lady. We learn how to fly. We learn how to fly. I can teach you how to fly fish right here, right now. Sitting in your chair. You can't wash the rags with anything else ever. You can wash silver rags with purple rags if you don't mind the silver rags getting a little different. But I like to sterilize my rags, so I always wash them in hot water. What's the difference between the red mop? Well, we don't have the red mop anymore. Once we got the microfiber fingered cloths, wherever they are. Once we got these, we quit getting the red mop. The red mop has a wax in it that sort of polishes your floor at the same time. Hi from Israel. Yay, Israel. How long did it take you to get your routines down? I only practiced one habit a month when I was first starting out. And after about 9 months of practicing different habits, the routines began to stick. So I would practice keeping my sink clean and shiny. That's the only thing I had to do. But because my sink was clean and shiny, the countertops got cleared, the stove got clean, the floors got swept and mopped, and everything was wonderful. And then the next month, I practiced, getting decluttering 15 minutes a day, because clutter just stands in our way of everything. And then the next month, I practiced getting dressed to lace up shoes. So I had shining your sink, which is going to bed with a shiny sink, is part of your before bed routine. Getting up and getting dressed to lace up shoes is part of your morning routine. Picking out your clothes the night before is part of your before bed routine. That's what we're practicing this month, is our before bed routine. So folks, being kind to yourself in this process is going to change everything. Because instead of trying to do a full-blown routine, just practice the one thing. The one thing. And you're going to see those habits start to multiply. Now, think of it this way. Psychologists tell us it takes 21 days to learn a new habit. Well, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't. Because if you're a perfectionist, with your perfectionism, if you miss a day of those 21 days, you want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Now, if you join Fly Lady, what we teach you to do is we give you 10 days grace period. So if you miss a day, you jump right back in as if you didn't miss a day and just keep going. I came in late on here. The tiles in the jar have a morning routine, before bed routine, and weekly home blessing hour and afternoon routine. It's about 30 tiles. And I just took them from our website. I lost my train of thought. So, habits. We throw the baby out with the bathwater. And it's difficult we give up before we ever get started. So don't do that to yourself. Practice one habit each month. You still have other things you have to do, and you can play a game to do that. But my morning routine is my feet hit the floor, I make the bed. Before I even get out of bed, practically, I've made the bed. I go to the bathroom, my clothes are picked out. I can put my clothes on immediately because I had my shower the night before. And then I swish and swipe the bathroom. I grab a load of laundry and I head to the basement. So I get one thing of climbing the stairs out of the way real fast. I go to the kitchen, unload the dishwasher because I always start my day with an empty dishwasher. And because the dishwasher is your dirty dish disposal unit. And if you're saying to yourself, well, I don't have a dishwasher, clean out an area under your sink and put a dishpan under there. That's it. And then you have a place to put dirty dishes. And then when it comes time to start dinner, put some hot soapy water in your dishpan and wash the dishes up, and then you're good to go for dinner. And put them away before you put dinner on the table. It's all about pacing yourself. Okay, so everybody, batten down your hatches. Southeast United States is going to get a lot of rain. I want you safe. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, It's going to head up into Kentucky and Tennessee. So, folks, be prepared. Be ready. And yeah, keep praying, because I think your prayers are working. What is a round robin? That's where you go from place to place to place to place. I know we did a round robin in our rooms that we were doing for the other room this month. This in zone 3. That's what Rebecca did. Keep Rebecca in your prayers. She's going up to work with some ladies that have cancer, and they do a fishing expedition, and they're going to be out in the woods. And I've talked to her today so she'll be safe and keep all those ladies safe. She'd give her life for those ladies. She loves them so much. Y'all are so good. Just keep those prayers coming. I can't get over how big this storm is. It's 500 miles wide. 500 miles. It's as big as our state. Yeah, Rebecca's been with us. She's been helping me for close to 16 years, I think. She's amazing. She's like one of my kids. I only have one kid, but she's another one of them. So everybody be safe. I think I've run out of things to say. Unless you got more questions. If you got more questions, I'll keep talking. Keep those cards and letters coming. Oh, and I want to thank everybody for your sympathy cards. They were absolutely beautiful. It's hard to look at them, though. But thank you so much for all your cards. Irma was bad, yep. I've been in a hurricane. Justin asked me today if we were going to go to the state fair. Mountain State Fair is going on right now, and I've been there when it's been storming. Robert was with me. It was not fun. Mary, my steps have not been very good. Not since we've been watching this storm. Been trying to get lots of things done. Everybody, I love you all. Just stay safe. Don't cross any roads. Don't get in any roads with water in them. Will you come to Cincinnati for a book signing? I don't know. I haven't seen the schedule yet. But I like Cincinnati. I've been there lots of times. Does the rubber scrubber work well? Rubber sweeper. Nope. It does not work well on hardwood floors. It's made for carpets, not floors. It's made for rugs, not floors. We have, let me find it. We have the rubber sweeper for floors. The carpet sweeper doesn't, what was the question? Did I get the question wrong? This is good for floors. And the mop and this cloth are good for floors. We have lots of things for hardwood floors. We just don't have much. We didn't have much for carpets. And this on carpets does pretty good, but it's hard work. But the little carpet sweeper, oh my, this thing is amazing. It is amazing. Just amazing. I love it. And it makes it so easy. How often do you take things to be donated? Probably once a month. I take things to the car immediately. And when I get out to get my hair done, I drop things off at Goodwill. There's, Goodwill trailers everywhere. How often? Yep, I already answered that one. Yeah. The carpet sweeper does not work on tile either, but this does, and so does the mop. The mop is wonderful. The mop is absolutely wonderful. How long do your showers take? Well, I hate showers. I absolutely hate showers. The shower hurts my skin. So I take baths, and my baths I can time them about 20 minutes, but I like to enjoy my baths. So I put in what tool works best on shutters? Like outdoor shutters? I'm going to think it's outdoor shutters. Have you tried the multi-wand? Let me find the multi-wand. Where is my multi-wand? I don't see it. Got a box full of stuff. I guess I need to clean house. The multi-wand. Somebody... There it is. It was hiding. This works on windows and shutters. I've used it on the eaves of my house, on the back porch, because it'll clean. And you can attach a mop handle to it by unscrewing this thing. How cool is that? It's all good. What? Let's see. Yes, the multi-wand. This thing is, with the coupon code, this thing's less than $10. And this comes off. And you can wash it. Just comes right off. They don't dry like I like them to, so I have to run them through the dryer. Unless you stick them outside. They don't dry well in the house. To just wash them and let them dry. But this is a cool tool. I know a lot of people are getting these for Christmas presents. The mop is wonderful on floors. It really is. So folks, check out my new book. Will you bring back the previous dish towels? No. We have dish towels, but they don't have any days of the week on them. And it's a set of 3. People didn't want to buy them because there were too many of them. So it's a set of 3 and they're plain. And I really like them. They're as good as the other dish towels. They just don't have the days of the week. People complained about the days of the week, and I put the days of the week on there for a reason, so you know it was a dirty dish towel tomorrow. Yep. I tell you, I've never had it. Try it on the blinds. They really work on blinds. And guess where else I found a great use? Put the mop handle on it, and you can get behind your toilet really easy, but do it dry first. Do it dry first to get all the dust bunnies out, and then you can do it wet and wash down behind the toilet without having to bend over. It was remarkable. I forgot to make a video of it. I really forgot to make a video of it, and I was going to. And people have used them to get the dust bunnies out from the backs of the refrigerator. I like to bleach my dish towels too. So they've got to be white, and you need to use a nylon thread on them so the color won't fade. Does the multi-wand fit under the Yes, but you got to remember there's usually a drip pan under your refrigerator, and you do not want to knock it out of its place. So you need to be looking under there really, really cautiously, because that catches the water when your refrigerator goes into defrost. And the dashboard thing really works too. If you've got a deep dashboard and you can't reach in there before the steering wheel, the multi-wand will get up in the dashboard, and then you can wet it and clean all the way down on the inside of your windshield. That's funny, Brenda. No men allowed. There's no men in my bathroom either. No men in my bathroom. Well, occasionally my son goes in there. And then he leaves the toilet seat up. And he gets fussed at. And I hope he's watching. Because it's not fun to fall in the toilet when you're not used to looking to see if the toilet seat is up or down. Okay, folks. I've run out of things to talk about. I was on my soapbox. Everybody be safe. But get this oxidation on the inside of our windshields, and it's from the plastic that's in the car, and that film really hurts your vision in sunlight, and this will get it off. This will get it off. Yep. I pushed my refrigerator back in. I didn't clean the top of it yet. The top of my refrigerator gets gunky. Do you use anything other than water to clean with the No. This will do it, or a purple rag will do it. Either one. You kind of have to climb but I got a good ladder if I need to climb to use the purple rag. But this would do it without climbing. We are good to go here. Generator's fueled up. I accidentally filled my car up with gas for the chainsaw. And we are good. We've had so much rain this summer. If we get 10 inches of rain, we're going to have trees falling. But we have all the trees that are cut close to the house. They're kind of all leaning away from the house, so we're good. Y'all have fun. Let's get some dinner in. Start cooking. What's for dinner, folks? Everybody tell me what you're having for dinner. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. What's for dinner at your house? Let's let it go. 1, 2, 3, go. Tell me what's for dinner. Knowing what's for dinner is going to save the day. Do you know what's for dinner? Yep. Nachos. Yum. Breakfast night. That sounds good too. I don't know what that is. We'll be eating out. Barbecue ribs for the football game. Yum. I made a whole bird. Leftover chicken and I like leftovers. Salmon burgers and sweet potato fries with a salad. Yum. Let's see. 12-year-olds making fried chicken tonight. Wow, teaching a 12-year-old to make fried chicken. Let me tell you how I make fried chicken. I'll give you a quick recipe. You take some buttermilk, and you take some chicken pieces, and you coat them with salt and pepper, and I like to put a little cayenne on them because I like a little spicy. And then you coat them in buttermilk, and then you put them in a bag and you put some flour in there and you shake them all around. You get your grease going and you put each piece of chicken, and then you got to have a sink full of hot soapy water because your hands are going to be nasty. And you get the grease hot and you brown the chicken. Now you're not going to cook the chicken all in this grease. What you're going to do is you're going to brown the chicken, and then you're going to put the chicken in a cast iron skillet or some kind of casserole dish. And you're going to put a lid on it, and you're going to put it in the oven and bake it the rest of the way. It's called smothered fried chicken. And then you can take the lid off of it 15 minutes before the end, and the chicken gets done without burning, and it also gets crispy. My grandmother used to make it like this. Now I want fried chicken too. I haven't fried a chicken in forever. With some mashed potatoes and some green beans. You want to know how I cook green beans? I get a bag of frozen green beans. And I cook about a pound of bacon. And then I put the green beans in the bacon. And if I've got some white wine or some white wine in a box works. And I put 2 or 3 cups of white wine in a box and cook them. And I take the lid off and cook them all the way down. How long do you cook in the oven? Probably about an hour. It's about all it takes. Yep, about all it takes. But you've already browned it, and I like my chicken to get good and done, so an hour is good. A slower oven, you could cook it an hour and a half at about 350 or 325. But it's really good. And I don't usually use a recipe. Oh. Y'all keep telling me movies is a rare thing. That's good. Okay, folks, I've been talking an hour. I'll talk to you later. I cook my collard greens like that too. Bacon makes everything better. I tell you what, if you've got a black streak on a raincoat, use a silver rag or a purple rag that's been totally gotten the dye out, and it'll work. It's according to what the black thing is. And you might spray a little hairspray on it and it might come off too. But try a silver rag or a purple rag. See y'all later. Pray for everybody. Bacon. Yep.